it's your boy Diversity here, and we are back with another video. But you might be wondering, why are we in a bowls club? Now people, I can explain. No, I'm not having a change of scenery. I'm not thinking of going into a bowls vlogging channel. I'm still firmly Southend full the way. But yeah, you might have noticed, same clothing as the Gateshead vlog. That's because the Gateshead match just finished about half hour ago. I've been invited down to Essex Bowls Club tonight for what is a special night, the Dave Smith tribute night. Dave Smith, a former manager of Southend United, passed away last year, very sad, and this night is to remember him, his era as a manager here. It's before my time, so I'm also learning a lot tonight, as will you lot, hoping to get some player interviews, meet all of the people from back then, just discuss with people what made this guy so special. But anyway, boys and girls, let's get into this. Could be wrong, says, but I believe that was Frankie Banks, and I just shook his hand. I'm made up. That's me. I'm made up. I'm done.
Right, let's have a rematch.
This is the life.
I'm more funny that this is behind the scenes with Chris Phillips on the Lost and Found property box, editing the latest story.
I'm just hoping that somebody might come and claim me.
Hands together for Mr. Kevin Nair.
Thank you very much. It's obviously a lot easier when you win a game on a Saturday. The reception's usually a lot better. First and foremost, I'd just like to say thank you to Andy for having me and asking me to introduce everyone, and he's going to take over. Thank you very much.
Glenn Pennyfather. And when I met him back in 2016, he helped set the seeds for the birth of SUEPA. Please place your hands together for our very own international. It's Derek Spence.
And said I knew this had happened. He said, "You start, Glenn." He started already. So people that know Derek Spence will know trophies. But before we start with Dave, I just want to put a hand together because the remarkable job that this man to my left is doing for the football club. The job that Kevin Mayer and his staff are doing under the circumstances they're in is quite incredible. Well done, absolutely. And that was the first thing for me. I came in as a 16-year-old, wet behind the ears, skinny, weighed probably 9 stone something, bloody good looking. But however, FA Cup week was different with Dave. We always used to run down the pier. If you'll remember that, boys, we used to go on the pier, probably on a Tuesday, we used to run down the end of the pier. Dave would be at the end of it. He got on the train, he was never running. He was going to the end of the pier. We got to the end of the pier. When we got there was a hot toddy and a toasted tea cake for you. Now, we run down the pier once a year because you only ever did it on FA Cup week. I didn't know what the second round was until I see the highlights on TV in December. So we always...
Right, we're here with Andy, the organiser and runner of this prestigious event here tonight. Andy, talk to us. How did it begin? Where do we go?
Okay, right, well, Southend Ex-Players Association, or SUEPA for short, started 5 years ago. And since then, a time of course, turmoil for the club. Yep. SUEPA has gone from strength to strength. We are now the largest former players group in the UK, just shy of 450 current player members.
Wow, that's an impressive number, I've got to say.
It takes quite a bit of trying to find them and detective work, but they are, and they're all good. And one of the things that we can do with such a big membership base now is hold events like this. And the reason we're here today is that Dave Smith, our manager from 1976 to 83, a period of 2 promotions and a wonderful time for Shrimper fans. He passed away, but we've got about 26 of his former players coming along this evening, and to pay tribute to Dave. A few stories and a little good time.
Brilliant, sounds amazing, Andy. Let's crack on with the night tonight then.
Yeah.
Come on.
Cheers.
Obviously excited about training with the first team. Get to Thursday, and Dave said, "How you feeling?" I said, "Yeah, okay, boss, I'm all right." He said, "You're going to be playing Saturday." Fuck. Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's our very old Viking, Paul Clark. Where are you, Paul?
To join Swindon before ending up at the Home for Old Troopers at Gillingham, ladies and gentlemen. It's very important. Norma have flown in from their home in Norway this evening. And obviously, I think understand Steve's first visit. Gentlemen, turn up the heat. Turn up the heat, Mr. Steve Goodwin. Did he get some stick from the gaffer? Gee. Honestly, when I said about Ronnie Poutley, and it was always Tony Atkin's fault, that counted for all of us. Didn't matter what we did, it was Tony Atkin's fault. It was that kind of relationship he had with Dave. It was amazing. It was very cool.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, I am joined here by legendary commentator, player, Glenn Pennyfather. Glenn, obviously a lot of familiar faces here tonight for you, for many other people here. Tell us, does it bring back memories?
So many memories. It's absolutely fantastic evening. Obviously, it's a tribute for Dave Smith, one of the most successful managers we've had at the club. But it's just a remarkable event arranged by SUEPA and the South End United Ex-Players Association, and to see so many of the players here, it shows you how such a high esteem what Dave was held in.
Yeah.
And to see them now, I didn't recognise some of them. I've got to be honest, it's been a long time, 40, 45 years on some of them, but it's just great to see everybody here. We've got a packed house. I mean, it's I think 150 plus people in, but it's just remarkable, and it's just great to see everybody, and obviously everybody remembering Dave so fondly and what a fantastic job he did at the club.
Brilliant, much appreciated, Glenn.
Pleasure.
Switch hands.
No worries.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Brilliant night. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we are joined here by Frankie himself, legend of the game, legend of Southend, legend of Southend, the city in general. Can you just talk to me? Feelings here tonight?
The feelings here are great to see some of the old players. Some I recognise, some I don't. But to have an evening like this, bringing back memories of better times. The game was a lot different, and my role in it was when I came back as a player, then it became the other side of the fence as a coach. So there are two different meanings to that, and I must admit I've been involved in the game now for most of my career, and looking at these boys here and looking at some of them and thinking what great players these were, and to have actually played with them and work with them, and people like Glenn Pennyfather, who was one of my young apprentices, Gary Nelson, who was one of my young apprentices, John Walker, who was one of my apprentices, seeing them come and progress in the game as they did, and it's great. It's absolutely great to see them, great to catch up with them, and to give them a start in their career, because I've been lucky enough to be a footballer. And I think if you ask all of those guys as well how lucky they think they are to be footballers, to actually be something that you've always wanted to be, to choose, that's what I want to do, not drift into a job that you don't want to do, and this sort of thing. This is what we wanted to do, what so-and-so wanted to do, and so on and so on. It's great to be able to choose it. Okay?
Thank you for your time.
Pleasure.
Seasons running. And if you close your eyes tightly enough, here we go. He rounds Ray Clements to score the winner in the snow versus Liverpool. I remember bloody watching that on TV, it was black and white. Well done. Derek went on to enjoy. Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, Derek Parker.
Yes, he also scored in his debut in a 3-0 win up at Doncaster in December '76. He went on to 67 Shrimper appearances, scoring 11 times, and no one who was there will ever forget his goal that beat Watford in the FA Cup replay to set up that tie with Liverpool. Up there to fuck it up. But it's not my script. It's not my script. Our mate Nelly, Gary Nelson, we kind of grew up together at Southend. Me, you and Greasy, the three amigos. We were obviously all lucky to be signed in and around the same time. Gary's a bit older than us, but we won't say that. But another Southend United friend, this Gary made his debut in the 79-80 season and went on to make 144 appearances, scoring 18 times before moving on to Swindon in '83. A man who is loved by supporters wherever he went. He was reunited with Smithy at Plymouth and overall went on to make nearly 650 league appearances. He's also the author of 2 books about his time as a professional footballer, both of which was shortlisted for the Sports Book of the Year award. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Gary Nelson.
Smithy signed me. I didn't really understand him very much. He used to put strange things in my cards, like you can't buy this in a chemist shop. A farting horse is a working horse. I've still not worked out that one. But I think one of the biggest things he ever taught me was nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. And I think that stuck with me all the way through my career.
And like Kevin, who's been here tonight, and turned up and done a great job. Players, and I spoke to 1 or 2 of the boys here tonight, we would have probably done exactly the same. We'd have gone out there and given 100%, even though we may not be getting paid, because that's part of our job. That's the job. When you come off the field, it's a different kettle of fish, but once you're out there, it's all about wanting to play well, yeah? To give 100%.
You two are just fantastic. I'd like to say thank you very much for letting me play with you. I'm just so proud to have you in the same team as me. Thank you very much.
Right then, all this event is still going on here. I'm going to head home in a minute. It's nearly 10:30 here, and I've got to go home and edit the vlog from the match today. It's been a long day, but I hope you've enjoyed this little small vlog thing that I've had here. I want to say a big thank you to Andy. I'm sure he's going to watch this. Thank you for inviting me to the event, Andy. Thank you to all the wonderful people who said nice words to me, and even some of the former players recognised me. It was mental. So it's been a great night. Highly recommend buying any tickets in the future for this event. It's been brilliant. If you've enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, and peace.